Fine. So let us look at Harshavardhana. So Rajavardhana, as we have seen, is the brother of Harsha. First, Rajavardhana is the brother of Harshavardhana, and his father also we have seen. Okay, fine. His father is some Pushyabhuti version. Something he belongs to the Pushyabhuti dynasty, and Rajavardhana went to fight for his sister. Sasanka is the person who had abducted, and Grihavarma was the husband, and Rajashri is the name of the sister. Anyway, Rajavardhana, the elder brother of Harshavardhana, was killed by which king? So we have seen Shashanka. So Shashanka was killed Rajavardhana. Then Harshavardhana became the emperor at the age of 16 and 606 AD, and he killed Shashanka and brought his sister back. So who among the following took the title of Shiladitya? So it is Harshavardhana. Basically, one person with good moral values, Shiladitya. So, Prabhakara Vardhana is the father of Harshavardhana. Rajavardhana is the brother, elder brother. Grihavarma is the sister's husband. Okay, and Grihavarma was killed by Shashanka. So, keep all those in mind. Which literary source gives us the evidence of conflict between kings Harsha and Shashanka? Arya Manjushri Mulakalpa. Okay, Mudra Rakshasa, we've already seen, is written by Vishaka Datta, okay, during the period of Guptas. And it mentions about Chandragupta Maurya becoming the king, okay, after his war with Seleucus Nicator, etc., becoming, defeating the Nandas and everything, is mentioned in Mudra Rakshasa by Vishaka Datta. So, King Harsha and Shashanka war, everything is written in Arya Manjushri Mulakalpa. Rajatarangini is written by Harsha himself, right? Harsha's Rajatarangini. We have seen three works, we'll see again. So remember all those things. Arya Manjushri Mulakalpa. Which among the following was not a part of five Indies run over Harsha? Not a part of five Indies. So Assam, later on it became part of his Kamarupa, but initially it was Midila, Saurashtra and Gauda. Means basically West Bengal region, Gujarat and Kutch region and Uttar Pradesh. Much of North India, as we see here, okay, much of North India is in his control. So Assam is Kamarupa. So he had some matrimonial alliances with Kamarupa, right? He gave his daughter in marriage, something we've seen all that. Anyway, so this is Vallabi and Ujjaini, Kannauj. Later on, Kannauj became his capital. This is as usual Magadha Empire. By that time, it is not there. What is this? Stan Viswara. Okay, this is also initial capital, and later Kannauj became the capital. Fine. So the Maitraka ruler of Vallabi, who was attacked by Harsha. So it is here. The Maitraka ruler of Vallabi attacked by Harsha was Dhruvasena too. Try to remember that. Hemachandra also we have seen, right? He's the poet of Harsha. Let us see. So Pulakesi too defeated Harsha on the banks of which river? Narmada. And also we have seen this in the eye hole inscription. Okay, the eye hole inscription of Karnataka or Badami in that area mentions about Pulakesi too defeating Harsha on the banks of Narmada. So remember eye hole inscription also. Who ordered the eye hole inscription of Pulakesi II? Okay, Ravi Kirti. Remember that. Who gave that eye hole inscription? Is Ravi Kirti II. And Harisena, I think we have seen in Gupta period, right? He gave the Allahabad inscription, right? Harisena. Let us see. Harisena was the court poet of. Okay, you remember all this? When we've seen in Guptas, we've seen Harisena was the court poet of Samudragupta, and he gave the Allahabad Prashasti, and which he described Samudragupta as a mighty warrior. We have seen all this in Gupta period, if you remember. So that is Harisena. Somadev also is famous, we will see. Anyway, Ravi Kirti is the one who authored the eye hole inscription of Pulakesi too. So Harsha has been described as Sakalottara Pateshwara by which king? By Pulakesi too. So he defeated Harsha, but also described him as Sakalottara Pateshwara. Remember that. Dhruvasena 1 we have seen. Okay, Shashanka is the person whom Harshavardhana killed. Okay, Shashanka killed Harshavardhana's brother Rajavardhana, and later Harsha killed Shashanka. All that we have seen. So Harsha donated 80 townships of Orissa as a gift to which Buddhist monk? So Harshavardhana later on took Buddhism. Initially he was a Shaivite. Later first he took Hinayana and later under the influence of Yuan Sang he took Mahayana. And Vasubandhu is a famous Buddhist monk. He donated 80 townships of Orissa to Vasubandhu. Remember all these things. Devapala is the head of Nalanda University. He is from Kanchipuram. Devapala is a prominent Buddhist monk from South India, Kanchipuram, and he became the head of the Nalanda University later on. Keep all those things in mind. Harsha was a devotee of which of the following gods? Initially, he was Shiva and Harshavardhana. Harsha Emperor, all those things denote Surya, sun god also, and Buddha. Later on, he became Buddha. So, in this particular case, all of the above. Initially, if they ask initially was a follower of, then Shiva, something like that. You can remember based on the situation. Which of the following books was not written by Harsha? So, we have seen these three books are written by Harsha. Harsha's Ratnavali and Harsha, Nagananda, and Pridarshika. These three books are written by Harsha. Okay, Ratnavali, Nagananda, and Pridarshika.
That Kadambari is written by Banabhatta, sir.
Okay. So which of the following books was not written by Banabhatta, Nagananda? So obviously all the others are written by Banabhatta. So Kadambari is written by Banabhatta, Parvati Parneya, and Harsha Chaitra. So remember these things very carefully. Harsha has written Ratnavali, Nagananda, and Pridarshika. Banabhatta wrote Harsha Charitra. So he did not write about himself. Banabhatta wrote Kadambari and Parvati Parneya. Okay, all these things were written by Banabhatta. Yuan Sang account of his experience is written in the book CUP. Okay, Yuan Sang book is called CUP. Megasthenes wrote Indica and Fahin wrote Fokoko. So remember all those three books. Yuan Sang, CUP, very important. So which of the following statements about Harsha's reign are incorrect? So this is an important question. We can see more. More about these type of questions are being asked these days. Period witnessed ascendancy of Varnashra Dharma, which is correct. We have seen as it. As the time progresses, this Varnashra Dharma, all these things, Brahmin, Kshetras, they are becoming more and more prominent. Position of women improved. I've told you many times. Position of women declined. Only in the early Vedic period, position of women was good. In the IVC also, it was good. But later on, it started declining, and by the time it reached Harsha period, it has declined completely. Widow marriage was not allowed, sati, etc., child marriage were prevalent, and also we've seen one major thing: Gandharva Vivahas are not allowed. The Swayamvara concept was also removed. The decline of trade and commerce affected handicrafts, production, and agriculture. We have seen. So the trade and commerce has declined, and they have come to a self-sufficient economy. The economy became increasingly more feudal and self-sufficient. So all these three statements are correct. Based on this women statement, we can say that is incorrect. Kongonda was an area which in Harsha's time was referred to Ganjam. Ganjam means Odisha. Okay. Ganjam, even it comes multiple times in AP history, also called as Kungonda. Try to remember that. Okay. So Harshavardhana, there won't be much questions. And as you can see, the son of Prabhakra Vardhana, Pushubhuti dynasty, all these things, and books we have seen, Nagaratna, etc., etc. All these things are also very important. According to Banabhatta, Harsha seems to have been subdued Sindh and the land of snowy mountains, probably Napur. King of Kamarupa means Assam, was an ally of Harsha. So we have already seen Assam is not in direct control of Harsha. Harsha attacked Dhruvasena, the Maitraka ruler of Wallabi in Gujarat. That also we have seen in the questions, etc., etc. So all this is important. Try to go through. Economy was more feudal and self-sufficient. Decline of trade started in the Gupta period itself. It continued unabated. So all these statements are important because these type of questions are being asked more and more. Self-sufficient village economy, all needs of villages were met was known as Jejumani. We have already seen this. Jejumani means Jejumani means the owner, and it is not slavery, not bonded labor. So the people who are working will get rice, dal, etc. You're working, you're not getting cash, but you're getting some items, okay, in return of the work. So that is called Jejmani system, etc. And society ascendancy of Varnashrama dharmas, upcaste Varna samskaras. Okay. So, etc. You can see course of marriage. So Swayamvara is not there. Okay, committing sati was there, especially by the higher varna. Okay, all these things are important. Religion also we've seen. Harsha was initially Saiva, but he was tolerant of everyone, and slowly went to Buddhism and forbade slaughter of animals, etc. All those things we've seen. And literature, Harsha wrote about Ratnavali, Nagananda, Priyadarshika, very important, three books. And Banabhatta wrote about Harsha Charitra, Kadambari, and Parvati Parnaya. Huan Sang wrote about Siyuki. The biography of Huan Sang is known as Huili. Remember that. It's also important. Huan Sang, he wrote Siyuki. His biography is called Huili because the name itself says Huili. So that's it. Harshavardhana is a very small chapter, but what are standard questions we can go through.